and we still living this. It's about that time. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. And we still living this to the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. And we still living this. It's about that time. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
There's a war going on right now. You're not safe. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. They never around with a beef cooked in my part.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to day 2. Welcome to day 2 of the Chefrazzi Report Divisional Weekend coverage. And don't worry, here we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Buenos dias, gentlemen. And
Good morning.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me? My voice good.
Yes, sir. We can hear you perfectly. Great. Yeah.
Great. So we're gonna talk about some games today.
Oh, you're in a mood. Oh, you're in a mood. Oh, you're in a mood today. Well, look. Before we even start, because Rob wasn't here, so Rob, shout out to the people. You wasn't there yesterday, so we're going to get you up to speed before we even start talking about today. So good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to everybody who watches the show. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. Keep telling your friends about it. Keep this up to speed. We give you guys content, and we keep the show going. Let's keep it rolling.
Okay, so let's get right to it. We already gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom and them their burial and their swan song yesterday. So I will give you your thoughts about that situation, about the game, the situation, how it went, how the off season you think might go.
For the Bucks, this was kind of I wouldn't even say it was like a down year for them. I mean, granted, for 2 years you went from going to the Super Bowl, dominating the division, to barely making it by. So it's kind of been like it's like a slippery slope. Now you're going down a hill. I never understood the fire in Byron Leftwich to begin with. That one still threw me off for a monkey wrench.
We
And
agreed.
I guess they had to find a scapegoat. They knew Todd Bowles, even though he wasn't a bad head coach, he wasn't a good one either. Plus he was hired by BA, so of course BA would have some say into this. And I guess they said, if they really want to cut ties with Tom Brady for good, I guess they need to go ahead and let his offensive coordinator go behind it. So I think that's probably what the main course of that situation. Now, team-wise itself, the team is still in good shape, even without Tom being there. You still have Mike Evans. You still have Chris Godwin, which they're probably going to try and re-sign, even though he might not come back because they franchise tagged him. He might not come back, but you still got Russell Gage. You found yourself a young running back out the backfield, so you got that going. Their main thing right now, honestly, they need to rebuild the offensive line. They lost a lot of pieces, not only with injuries but also with free agency. You lost your center and your guard. That's like I said, that's 50% of your battle right there. You don't have a person that was with Tom. You don't have a guard that can communicate with the center. You need to figure that part out. You got your left tackle and right tackle figured out. That part is secure. You need the guard and the center to be on the court. That's if you want to keep these guys that you got, or you want to go out in free agency and see what's going on, or in the draft as well. Continue to build off of that. But of course, the number one thing they're going to have to address, and they know it, they should have addressed it last year, so they wouldn't have to worry about it this year. The quarterback. I know Tom was a big piece of that, and Tom has every right to make the decision if he wants to come back or not. But this time around, I would not wait for Tom Brady. Last year, they waited on it, and it hit them later on. This time, if I were Bucks management, GM, owner, we're not waiting on Tom. You need to make this move now. You need to make it secured. So by the time you go into OTAs, have everybody up to speed. Whoever it is either Derek Carr or whoever, or a drafted guy. whoever it is, whatever you guys gotta have, get secure that quarterback position before the summer. Because once the summer hits and your show's trying to wait on Tom Brady, you're gonna be more behind like you was past year. So I think that's my real big take on it. My three big key things to it is secure the offensive line, secure the quarterback, and don't wait on Tom because Tom ain't gonna wait on y'all.
Okay. So now let's get up to speed about what happened yesterday. Let's get right into it. No poo poo, no poo poo. Oh, before that, Rob, we just go. We go give you a quick take. I'm gonna give you a quick take. Give me your quick take on this.
And hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson, Mike Breen on hand. We'll check in with Malika in just a moment. Never a dull moment in the NBA because after the buzzer sounded, there was a little bit of an incident here courtside at the Crypto.com arena. Dylan Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharp, Hall of Famer and broadcast. And you see Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy.
I know you saw that, so quick take.
Shoot, saw it. I watched that shit live. That shit was everything. Dylan Brooks, let's be clear, sir. Let's be clear. You are an NBA player, a millennial NBA player. Y'all don't want no smoke for real. Let's get that covered. Y'all don't want no smoke. It doesn't matter if it's look. There are two. Look, there's three sports. 3 out of the 4 sports of the major sports want to smoke. Football, baseball, and hockey. Those 3, they fight for real. Out of what 400 players in the NBA, probably 400 plus in the NBA. It's probably about a good, I'll say about 20 or 25 players that if you put them out there in the street and want to smoke, they'll give it to you on a daily basis and won't think twice about it and don't give a fuck who you are. Let's get that clear. Probably about 20 or 25 of them out of the 400. The rest of y'all can do what this Dylan Brooks just did.
Wait, stop, guys, wait. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, look.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new host on the show. You can show your face.
I
Oh
can't.
my Lord.
I have a
Oh,
headache.
okay. We have now Dr.
Dr.
E. PhD
PhD
of
of Lone
Global
Wolf University.
Yes. So I gave her that name. She deserved it after what she predicted with the Cowboys then. So she earned that name. So she just got her doctorate degree. So good morning, sis.
Good morning.
We got a headache today.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Rob, you could continue now.
Yeah, so like I was saying, when it comes to these NBA athletes, it's only a few. It's only, and truth be told, as of right now, I'll say there's maybe about 5 to 10 of them right now that I see in the NBA. That really is about that life. Pat Bev is one of them. We all know this. Pat Bev has always been about that life. That will never change about him.
Times
Chris
2.
Paul is even about that life.
Times 2. Times Pat Bev times 2. He gonna jump
Yeah.
before it even happens, before you think it.
Y'all don't think he gonna fight?
No, we said Pat Bev gonna fight before you even think it.
Oh shit!
Pat
That
Bev
man
will
is real scrap. He's the definition of scrap.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Malice in the Palace?
Oh, hell yeah.
He'll fit that.
Yeah, he was somewhere. Yeah, he was somewhere in there. But yeah, Steven
Oh, he
Adams.
was somewhere in there. Oh yeah.
Steven, see, Steven Adams did what Dylan Brooks should have done. If you
Mm-hmm.
gonna yap up to my face and
Mm-hmm.
say what you got to say, not far behind. I can hear you, but you not here. Shannon
Mm-hmm.
Sharpe made it clear. I want you here,
Mm-hmm.
right here. If you gonna say all what you got to say it here. Even LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
look, even LeBron sometimes look. We even seen it. LeBron get pissed off sometimes, and he'll say it to your face. Don't fucking play with me. I'm tired of your shit. And then what he do, he will dunk on your ass and look at you and still talk shit to your face.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond,
Mm-hmm.
look, PhD. Draymond is one of them. Draymond definitely got a
Mm-hmm.
PhD in that shit. So
Mm-hmm.
my thoughts to you, Dylan Brooks. Keep that talking on the court to your compadres and not to the people out there. Because if you haven't learned,
You know who else is about that life? Who probably, but they gonna pull him quick. We all know John Morant would have jumped in that and started swinging. He would have scrapped, but he's a little. You know who surprised me though this year? Throwing punches. Mo Bamba.
no, that's not
Nah, ain't
no,
surprised me.
that's not surprising. You see where he's from?
Yeah, he was scrapping. I was like, okay.
Yeah. The point is though, to get back so we can get back to where we need to go. Point is, when it comes to Dylan Brooks, mind who you're talking to, know who you're talking about, and most importantly, and this should be the key to anybody, respect your elders.
Know your place.
Respect your elders, because the last time I checked, not only does Shannon Sharpe, not only is he a Hall of Famer, which you will never be, by the
No.
way. You will
No.
never
Trash.
be a Hall of Famer in your own sport. And third and more importantly, you see how big he is compared to you? The man is in his 50s and he could probably still outlift you. You don't want that smoke. If there's anybody that you don't want this, and then you discredited his called him a blogger,
Mm.
bruh. Stop. He's not a blogger. Let's cut that out. You are a blogger. You can talk. That's what bloggers do. They talk. Him, Shannon, he knows his stuff. Not only just in his own world, but also in other worlds. And he'll tell you if he don't know it. He'll still have the ability to learn it. But know your place, son. Please. Dylan Brooks, you're not look, you're 7 years younger than me. Stop it. Know your place. Continue.
So.
See, Dylan Brooks, listen to this reflect to you, Dylan Brooks.
Like, that's the shit that pisses me off when it comes to these NBA athletes. Like they will talk all that smack, but then when a real one comes to their face and tell them to bring it, you over here you going over to the sidelines like nothing really happened.
Run your ass. He ain't doing shit. He don't know smoke no Uncle Shay. He ain't want nothing with Club Shay.
Look,
Oh, you thought-
when Desmond Bain and LeBron got into it, at least Desmond Bain stood to that man's face and still talked to whatever he had to say. You just decided you just want to, yeah, well, I want to keep going. Yeah, don't come up here this corner. Yeah, don't come see. Bro, no. Bring that energy back. Bring that back. Bring that energy back. Because I want all that energy when you say it to my face. And when you start saying it to my face, just know, as they say, in the words of life, there gonna be some consequences and repercussions. Meaning me.
Baby, I thought it was gonna be some furniture moving up over there.
Oh, trust me. If he was said that to his face, the way Shannon got up and got on the court, it wasn't gonna be no furniture moving. It's gonna be some house moving. Because he was gonna tear the house down the second Dylan Brooks got close enough to Shannon Sharpe. He ain't get nowhere close. It was like from where I'm sitting at to the back door. That's where Dylan Brooks was. Dylan Brooks was at the back door talking all that shit going outside the back door. And I'm over here getting ready to try to follow him to the back door, but security was right here. And thank God security came real quick. Because if they didn't, and Shannon got close up to that, Shannon might be singing these words. Locked up, won't let me out. He was about that life.
So, so yesterday there was some football. Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all seen my pit of misery? We got two
Yeah.
more members. We had 2 more members join the club yesterday.
Before
Yes, sir.
pause there, I got backtrack a little bit. Sorry about that. Lakers did win that game, right?
They did.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And basically LeBron all night. I got all started. But continue this week.
Thank you, sir. So,
Salvador Perez, the great catcher of the Kansas City Royals, who hit 48 home runs this season, gets it started with the traditional banging of the drum at Arrowhead Stadium.
That drum may be in trouble.
y'all know that? Y'all know that sound?
Tyler Bass will kick off.
Very well.
Y'all remember that? Y'all know that sound real well, right? Yeah, that sound familiar?
Very well.
For the 5th straight time, them good for nothing bastards find their way 1 step closer to Arizona. And Patrick Mahomes, I go. Y'all remember this scene?
Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, can you fix my leg? I mean, with that thing you do?
Yeah, y'all remember that arm? Y'all remember that leg? Oh, my whole boy leg.
And I can take a beating? I mean, every time I see those guys, they're gonna know they got the best of me. None of that balance that way. Not with them, not with Allie. Not with me.
Just remember that scene real well. It look familiar?
Close your eye.
Hey, this is what they did to my homeboy in the locker room at halftime. They went ahead and did that in the locker room. And my homeboy came out in the second half and looked like man throwing balls with 1 leg, scoring touchdowns still with 1 leg. Like, what else we can say about this man? Injured leg and all, he going out there and winning his team to victory. And for Jacksonville, I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. Because for a season they had, I gave their season an A+. Because they started off trash with Urban Meyer, and now they're on the Isle of Relevancy, thank God to the coaching of Doug Peterson. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jacksonville. They gave a hell of a season. But at the end of the day, playoff football is playoff football, and the better team won.
Okay. Breaking news. Clyde Edwards on his way out anyway. You got
We haven't heard about him. We don't even talk about him.
He's on his way out.
Probably the biggest
Isaiah
bust ever.
I'm gonna hold on that round. But anyway, I don't know who they are. Jacksonville, on the other hand, they're a star in their running game. And if I was the backfield, I think they can be a little more better and give the AFC South a little bit dominated in the AFC South. Trevor Lawrence, he should win the most improved player.
Comeback player of the year? Yeah.
He should win the comeback player.
Most improved? Most improved? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not his. Kansas City defense, I still don't trust. It's still suspect. And we don't know who they're going to play against next. And better hope and pray is not.
Is not who?
Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because they can't beat Cincinnati for shit.
No. Home Alone Joe has their number.
He's been have his number. Evidently, Patrick Mahomes can't beat him.
So that's my thought.
Any one of you can take it.
Well, here's my thing when it comes. Okay, so the Jags. So with them, yeah, this was a very, very surprising year for them. I mean, they're the first team in the NFL to have the worst record in the NFL to having a playoff win. That's never happened before. So give major props to Jacksonville and for all they've done. Especially, like you said, the head coaching really made a difference within the year. Because, I mean, let's just face it. It was hard for them to probably get rid of that stench in the early stages of it because it was just that bad. But Doug Peterson, he just knows how to formulate a team, formulate the process. And as long as you buy into that process, good things happen. Look what happened in Philly. Bought into that process, got him a Super Bowl. Jacksonville is buying into that process, and right now they made the playoffs and won a playoff game, a surprising playoff game that no one thought that could happen, especially as much they were down by. So I applaud them. Issues with them, they can't. Not only the backfield, but also in the defense. They couldn't put no pressure, not only on Mahomes, they couldn't even put none on Chad Henne. It's none that much on him when he got into the game. I mean, granted, did he get popped a few times? Yeah, but did it like give them like chance to get like a interception or a sack? No. So they got to get more pressure up front. I know they drafted the number one guy from Georgia this past year. He's got to improve. He's got to put some more pressure into it. So maybe another full year, and with him not being hurt as much, maybe that could do it. I still think, like you said, the wide receivers, they just got to get better as a core because they started out fine. It was just near the end they just came up a little short. And I'm like, what's going on with y'all? Y'all signed Christian Kirk. Y'all had Evan Ingram. Y'all did all these pieces to upgrade the wide receiver position, which worked out, but especially that Christian Kirk catch. That catch when he was wide open, he just missed it. I was like, oh, that could have changed. That could have changed. They haven't had a big play all day, and that was that one that they needed it bad, and it just messed them up. Now, my thing with the Chiefs, this is almost the same injury that Patrick Mahomes had a couple years ago when they made. So this is kind of the little problem now. Because remember the last time he had turf toe. He had a turf toe going in. Right. Matter of fact, during the divisional round, he had a turf toe. And that turf toe bothered him all the way to the Super Bowl with that fucked up line, and then it cost him in the end. So we need to keep an eye on this leg injury. Granted, did he play through it now? Yeah. Is he getting treatment right now? Of course he is.
You won't think so? Shit.
Of course he is. But the problem is, no matter which team that he's got to play against, it's a problem for either one because either one of those teams got a front line that can get through that front line and get their hands on Mahomes. Either way, no matter which team he's got to deal with between Cincinnati and Buffalo, they're going to have a front line for him. And he's going to give rid of the ball quicker than he's going to expect to. And your take when it comes to them playing Cincinnati, I think they would rather play Cincinnati more than Buffalo. They already know what Buffalo's about. Buffalo is an easy fix. They want that monkey. I think out of all the teams that Mahomes rather have, he wants Cincinnati. And he wants them back in that building. Granted, has he not beaten them? Nope. But does that gives you the extra motivation to go out there and really take your shot at them, especially with no offensive line from them?
Mm-hmm.
I would think he will want Cincinnati more than Buffalo, especially if he's got to play Buffalo. The home field advantage is gone. Remember, they got to go to Atlanta if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Kansas City, I'll be rooting for Cincinnati today so I can get a home game back in my home turf. And all these people that paid 75,000, close to 80,000 people paid all this money to Atlanta. Let the owners pay that shit back to y'all because that was the fucked up shit that has been going on. Because I always said from the very beginning, as much as I was all right with the whole thing, it should have been either one between Cincinnati or Buffalo. If any of those two teams had to play Kansas City, that would have been a neutral site. But just to have it for Buffalo and Kansas City to go to a neutral site, you screw Cincinnati. And if I'm Cincinnati today, as much as this game is going to be very emotional, keep that shit in check and get rid of Buffalo so you can go to Cincinnati and you can right your wrong.
Sis?
Shout out to Jacksonville for, like hubby said and Lone Wolf said, for turning around their season. The stench is gone. The stench in that stadium is leaving, but I don't think the roaches are out yet.
No.
So therefore,
they got some more to go.
They got some more to go. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next year because the chemistry is only going to get better. They're only going to get better pieces. They're only going to try to perfect.
Remember now, they got Mr. DraftKings suspended right now currently.
Oh, that's right. They do got Calvin Ridley. That's another piece that will give them.
Yeah.
Got all about that.
Yeah, they got Mr. FanDuel. Yeah, DraftKings, FanDuel, whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah. Dumbass, but okay. These games, let's see. These games, as far as, we called them spreads appropriately. Real appropriate. I think that what the spreads have been disrespectful for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cautiously optimistic. 6 teams left. I'm ready to get into it. Let's see what else is popping. Let's go.
Okay. Well, look. We cannot talk about that yet because we got to acknowledge. We have to acknowledge these people.
Yeah.
The hell with you, Giants! Yes! Yes, Giants! Y'all thought y'all had a shot yesterday? Y'all thought y'all had a shot? We tried to tell you yesterday it was going to be close, but we didn't expect this. They got Anthony, they got Lone Wolf's favorite prop.
Oh, we got a new olive oil.
We got fresh olive oil.
Oh, yes, Lord. I'll just ask y'all in questions. Y'all questioning Jalen Horton? Okay. Y'all questioning the Eagles defense?
No. Oh Lord, not
Never
the goal
have.
route.
Y'all questioning the Eagles defense?
Never have.
Oh,
I have
Can,
only
can
one.
we can we talk about how Nick Sirianni looked fly as hell with the Dream Chasers chain on?
yes. Yes. Hey, Lone Wolf. How that Eagle defense look?
Full day rest. Look good. I think they improved their running game. Their run defense a little more better now. I've been criticizing them about their run defense. Oh, by the way, I gotta just give a shout out to the Philadelphia. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Come aboard. Come aboard. Yeah, come on aboard. Cause then what did I say? What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you one key piece was missing to that run game? And
I
Mm-hmm.
think he
didn't
played. I think he
and
played.
y'all say, didn't he show up last night?
I think he
Didn't he
played
show up last night?
last night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And didn't I tell you when he plays, what do they normally do?
Well, stop the.
That normally happens when Jordan Davis. Didn't I tell you the big man, the one that's 300 and some pounds but can run a 4.4? Didn't I tell you when he in the game and you got Sue in the game and you got Joseph in the game and you got Sweat in the game? Now you got all the pieces that they had when they were not the number 2, not the number 3, not the number 5, but the number 1 ranked defense when they had all of them together.
They had 70 sacks this season.
I agree. Say, yeah, and I can't even forget about number 7, who we don't even talk about for Defensive Player of the Year award, which we
Oh,
need.
Mr. Reddick.
Yeah, Mr. Reddick. Didn't I tell you when all these pieces and Bradbury and Slay, when you got all the pieces combined, when you put
Don't
all
forget
this
Gardner
together,
Johnson.
didn't I tell you when all these pieces together, they were missing just the one. I told you how important Jordan Davis was as a rookie.
We tried to tell him.
I warned you about this. And then when he came, did Saquon have a good day?
Nope.
Did Britta have a good day?
Nope.
No.
Did Daniel Jones have a good day?
Hell no.
So when you put
No.
all these combined together, don't they make them the most complete team in the NFL that everybody's been talking about? Everybody's been raving about. Everybody like me said that, yeah, Jordan Davis was a huge piece of that puzzle, even though somebody over here did not want to believe it worth a damn. And it proved last night. Now, granted, he got 2 tackles? Yeah, he got 2 tackles. But there were impact tackles that got everybody else out of that entire team going. Because Daniel Jones could not throw a lick last night. He got pressured just as many times as he did when they played twice against him.
5
That's why I
sacks.
said Jordan Davis was that big important of that front line. Because mind you, now when you add Jordan Davis, you ain't got to play Sue that much. Mind you, they were playing Sue and Joseph a lot because Jordan Davis was that big piece missing. Now that's why they had to add a Sue. Mind you, they added 2 players to fix one problem. 2. They found 2 players to fix one problem. And now when you bring that one problem back, and he's had a full 6 weeks off. Full 6 weeks. And the defense, granted, were they shaky? Yeah. But did they stay afloat? Absolutely. They didn't lose that number 1 spot. And this is what happens when you bring a good enough, healthy enough Jalen Hurts that his legs feel good enough to run, arm felt good enough to throw. Did he miss a couple of throws? Yeah. But who does? Who does? Everybody miss a couple of throws. But did he make the impactful throws? Hell yeah. Did the defense make crucial turnovers? Hell yeah, they did. So if I'm either one of these teams, the Niners or the Cowboys, have fun. Have fun trying to go into Philly. Because this is the funny part about this. they said that for the Giants, when they went to their hotel rooms, it was reported they ain't had no water.
Go figure.
So and just think about it. If they treat the Giants like this, just only imagine if the Cowboys got to go in there for the conference championship. You think they hate the Giants? There's one team they hate more than anybody else, and that's Dallas. So just imagine if Dallas got to go to Philly next weekend for conference championship, and they treated the Giants like that. Oh, they're gonna treat the Cowboys 5 to 10 times worse. But hey, I don't know much. I'm not even a football guy. I just watch it. I just see what I see, and I just figured, hey, one guy does make a difference on that defense, especially since they drafted him so damn high, and he was actually that impactful. I mean, I don't know that much. I'm the basketball guy. Now you give me hoops, oh, I'll tell you everything you need to know about hoops. I'm starting to learn a little bit about football, and I kind of figure a guy like Jordan Davis, especially since his impact was in Georgia, we kind of figured he was a really big deal. I mean, nobody has a 6'5", 325-pound defensive tackle that could run a 4.4, can jump a broad jump that's almost 12, and bench press. What was his bench press? He did what? I think he did like 320 some odd times. I mean, guy like that, you just don't find that much. And then when you get them and then you put them on the Eagles defense, it's already big time as it is. It makes it a whole lot easier for guys like Reddick, Sue, Sweat, all these guys that just plugged in and just make it work. And Nick Sirianni, just crazy on defense. I don't know that much. I just watch tape. And the tape just shows that Jordan Davis was very impactful. And he was even more impactful last night in his first playoff game. I mean, 38-7. That's the worst ass whooping they got when they beat them 48-22. And that time they ran for what? That game, then they run for close to 300 yards, and here they go doing it again. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
they ran 268.
I mean, I might not be a PhD. I do got an associate.
Me too.
I do got an associate.
So Lone Wolf, what you got to say about the Bird Gang now?
I did say that their defense, that their run defense improved that one guy. I'm not going to sugarcoat that.
Okay.
Yes. Can an associate go to a bachelor's degree now?
So that's one thing. Give Daniel Jones 5 times on the ground, smelling grass, but not the grass we normally know what he smells. Probably had 9 carries, 61 yards. Found a way to wiggle in the Eagles defense, but most of the time they were throwing the football. I look at Devontae Smith and if he AJ Brown, I didn't think AJ Brown got involved that much at all.
He didn't have to.
No need.
He didn't have to.
They ran the ball down their throat.
Yeah, everybody was taking turns of running the football. Miles Sanders, 90 yards. Jalen Hurts himself, 34 yards. Ball starts. They were taking turns. This way, like Ludacris say, holes open up like hallways. That's how the Eagles' offense is working. Now, it's dependent on today's game. If it's San Francisco, they're going to have to do a different. If it's Dallas, do the same thing you do against the Giants. Run the football. Can't stop the run.
So today, I wanted to go ahead and give the games its proper perspective, because yesterday's game wasn't. It was expected who we thought was going to win the game, but today we got 2 games that 4 of us might go different directions. So I figured I set the table a little bit different today. So remember back on Monday Night Football, them Bengals went against Buffalo in Cincinnati. So all of a sudden now, they're basically the unfortunate situation happened. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know. Oh, Mr. Hamlin went down. So now we're here today. A rematch. This time is in Buffalo. And currently they have the Cincinnati Bengals as a 5.5 point underdog. I will give it to Sister Girl first. First off, what you thought about the Eagles' performance? And number 2, who you got in the return of the Damar Hamlin Injury Bowl for a right to go to the AFC Championship game?
So let me start by saying that fly, Eagles, fly. I am very impressed with their performance yesterday because that was nothing but a performance. They put on a they said, you want to see a clinic? We're going to give you one. We're going to show you how it's supposed to be done. And they did that. Very impressed. Jalen, rest up. Mr. Hurts, rest up. Get well, get healthy. And then from there, as far as what about the Bengals and the Bills, this is going to be a hard one to call. I'm actually going to oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So I just think that I don't even really want to call this game because I think it's going to be close. I do think that this is going to be like a 1-point game. I don't think that this is going to be a 5.5 point. No, I don't see that. I think this is going to be a 1-point game.
Oh, babe, before I continue, do you have an umbrella in the car?
No, but I don't need it because we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
But as far as that's concerned, I think that this game will probably, what's the over under?
48.5.
48.5. 28-27 Bengals.
Ooh.
As much as I want the Bills to win because they're running on a high, I don't believe Joshy and company got it. And Josh has been showing some kinks like from his last injury. And that concerns me. If this Bengals offense gets to Joshy at all, it's a wrap. And they just have the trick bag, as Lone Wolf likes to say. He's Home Alone Joe. He gonna show all his Home Alone antics today.
Oh, we got one for the Bengals. All right. Champ, speak up. What you got?
Now, y'all just heard me rant about the fact that if I'm Cincinnati, I want to win this game badly after I've been royally screwed. Because the fact that no matter what, if I win, KC has a home game. If I lose, I go home off the bullshit. Now, I told y'all from the very beginning when this game was announced, I said as this is going to be very, very emotional for both teams. Because it's been what? It's been about a month. Has it been what, 3 weeks now since the incident? Yeah, this will be 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks.
Yeah, about
3
3
weeks.
weeks since the incident.
Yeah.
So it's still fairly new. It's still
It's
fairly new
fresh.
to both teams. It's still fairly new, and let's just list it. T. Higgins has not been the same. T. Higgins has not played the same way like he was since the incident. I mean, his numbers have dropped, and it showed. I mean, granted, I understand he's still mentally in that state of mind. This could be the game for both teams. It's needed because of the fact that, like they said, both teams are facing each other, different place, but same teams. So it's kind of hard for both teams, and they're both going to be emotionally charged up. And both teams got respect for each other. Here's my only issue. Can Cincinnati's offensive line hold on to Home Alone Joe? Now, I know he's been sacked out of, let's see, out of his, 3 years he's been in the league, he's been sacked the most out of his career. And I know last year he played with a fucked up line, but still got the job done. I just got a feeling that Buffalo wants this more than they do. I think legacy for them is on the line. And I'm saying it early for them because I believe this Buffalo team has enough to defeat the legacy of Patrick Mahomes. Because right now, I think, like I said, I just think they have enough. I would be more secure about this if number 40 was playing. If number 40 was playing on defense, this would not be a conversation. This would be an easy Buffalo win. Even though I wouldn't even call him right now Home Alone Joe. I call him Playoff Joe because some odd reason in the playoffs he just goes off. Joe Burrow goes to playoffs. So even with me saying that, even with me knowing that they have the better talent, I just think the will of Buffalo and the fact that they're gonna have a home game, it's gonna be charged up. It's not no snow. It's cold as hell though, but it's no snow. This could be. I know Josh is the only thing I just say with Josh. Don't throw no picks. That's your key today. Don't throw no picks. Not against this defense. You let it go with Miami because Miami didn't have the talent on the offense side when it comes to the quarterback. But if you give Joe Burrow a pick today, and he's on the good side, and he's on the good side of the field, you're fucked.
It's a pick six. Let's say the whole word. Say it with us. Pick six. If you throw a pick, it will be a pick six. But let's add.
It would be a pick six on the defense, or it'll be a pick that turns into 6 on the offense. No matter what happens today, use your legs. That's your key today. Use your legs when you need to. Look, I'm giving you the term Brahma Bull because that's what you are. You are a Brahma Bull when you use your legs and knock their asses out. You're a Brahma Bull for a reason. But I'll give it to Buffalo. I'll give them the edge today. Because even with that, I still like to see what happens when they're on a neutral site. I want to see Kansas Buffalo on a neutral site and let's see what happens. Because it seems like every time Buffalo goes to Kansas City, they'll win. Or in the playoffs, they lose. So let's see how they fight on a neutral site. Babe said 28-27. I'll keep the 27 and go 30. 30-27. Whoever gets the 31st is going to win.
31st,
So,
okay.
can I do a spoiler alert?
Yes.
Kansas City is going home. Just so you know. I'm just saying that. Kansas City is going home.
All right. And their defense going to be the cause of all it. But
Kansas City is going home.
She's saying that the Bengals is going to send Kansas City home.
Kansas City is going home.
Kansas City home.
Okay, Lone Wolf, what you got?
Well, you mean they're staying at home because the Bengals win? They stay in KC.
Well, yeah, they staying home. They ain't going nowhere else. They ain't going to Arizona this year.
Yep. Both teams. I look at this. Cincinnati can't. It's in the middle of the pack to finish the pass. It's number 2. Only Kansas City is top. Is number 1. Both of them have good defense. They can. Well, not both of them have good defense. Say that Buffalo has a great defense compared to Cincinnati. Cincinnati is like so third worst running the football, but Buffalo need to get that running game going. I like Home Alone Joe on it, but the offense is not. They're missing two or three key pieces, including Kappa. That's your interior. Your interior is the problem. Did you know that Cincinnati beat Buffalo in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Last team. October 18th, 2015.
I remember that game.
Cincinnati beat them 34-21. And I think Carson Palmer was playing that game.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Chad Ocho had a monster game.
No, it wasn't Carson Palmer. Excuse me. It was Andy Dalton.
Oh, that's the AJ Green combo.
Yeah. It was Andy Dalton that played that game. Ever since then, the home team has won nearly 88% of the game. When I look at this, when I look at all the pieces, the key thing is take care of the football. That's going to be the key. You're going to have to take care of the football. They got both good receivers. And if I was y'all guys, I would recommend take the over in this game. I feel it's going to be a shootout. But in the end, I'm going with Buffalo Bills to win this game. 37-34. Buffalo.
Out of all the game this weekend, y'all, this is the one game I didn't want to call. Cause it's so closely matched. 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yep.
2 offenses that damn sure could put up points. 2 defenses that can damn sure force turnovers. But both teams has been on very hot winning streaks.
Yeah, the Bengals, they haven't lost in what, 11, 12 games by now?
Buffalo, I think they won the last 8 or 9.
Yeah.
My biggest key factor for y'all for this whole game, y'all, is it's not about who turned over the ball. It's when.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't about who, it's when. Because you've seen teams can come back from a turnover and then still make it a game. But if you force a turnover and it's 24-24 with like 3 minutes left on the clock and the other team got a chance to win the game, that's a problem.
Yep.
And the one dude that been forcing turnovers more has been Josh Allen.
And at
And
wrong times too,
at
especially
the
that game in Miami.
wrong time, especially
Especially the
Miami,
game in
because
Miami. Them
if,
Miami turnovers, I was like, if
if
Tua was playing, this
that's
game
what I
would
was
be over.
just gonna say. I was just gonna say that shit. If Tua were gonna play that game, I telling you, Miami will probably upset the Bills.
Yep.
And the emotional part, Ashley, I agree with you 1000%.
I
But
think he's gonna
home,
be at the game today.
yeah, and yeah, and that's gonna be huge. Um, God, it's gonna be so close to Kyle. Um, damn it, my gut saying Cincinnati, but I'm gonna go. I go. My gut saying Cincinnati, and you know what?
Time.
Yes.
You're not the lone
Well, I
wolf
mean, it's not
because she
like
picked
uh-oh.
Cincinnati.
What? You switched?
Who? Ashley picked Cincinnati, and Allie going to Cincinnati. Me and you with Buffalo.
I'm not going Cincinnati.
No, I gotta say that's why he played the lone wolf. He's going Buffalo. I was about to say, I was like, I know he's playing that for a reason.
Buffalo.
I'm playing that for PhD for Lone Wolf University.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You didn't play the pregnant one. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
I gonna go with Buffalo only because of there's a magic aura going on in there, and it will be such a, you want to talk about devastating if
Oh
Buffalo
man.
if oh
Oh
look,
man.
sis, look, y'all, can
You
y'all
want to talk about a
imagine?
heartbreak?
Y'all want to imagine how Buffalo fans and then go feel if Buffalo lose this game at home?
Yeah, I get it. Here's the other piece, right? Cincinnati is pissed, and that's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's called payback. And it's not
They
towards
got robbed.
Cincinnati. That's the thing. It ain't towards Buffalo. It's towards the owners. This is gonna be
Right.
payback towards the owners.
They got robbed. They
Mhm.
got straight up robbed.
Both of
Oh
them
yeah.
got robbed.
Cincinnati got robbed, and I was telling Babe this the other day. Not only Cincinnati got robbed, Baltimore got robbed too.
We did.
And the reason
Terrible.
why I say they got robbed is because of the fact that that game against Cincinnati originally that was supposed to be for the North, and when they settled it as what it was, and it didn't matter to them, they gave Cincinnati the North without giving Baltimore a chance. The two teams got robbed that day. I understand why it will hurt for Buffalo to lose, but for the owners, this is what you call "fuck you" payback. Because you want to have a neutral site and we're not even involved. Let's screw that party up and give the fans all their money back for putting Atlanta as a neutral site, and we ain't gonna have a neutral site. We're going to Kansas City, so I will be mad about it.
Oh, and it's crazy that that game is first, but
It
ladies
needed to be
and
first. I ain't gonna lie, it needed to be first.
Yeah.
but here this head though, but here this head. Um, there is another game that we need to seriously talk about. So, allow me to give you the background history of this game. So, do y'all know how much time the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers played each other in the playoffs ever in history?
8.
8
I'll
times.
say eight.
8 times. The record, the Cowboys are 5-3 against the San Francisco 49ers. Their last win, remember last year, the Cowboys didn't know how to get a playoff in 14 seconds. And for their troubles, they were done for the season. So now here we are, back today, on the 9th installment of a rivalry that's gone back since 1971. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been looking forward to this matchup because it has so much ramifications. Can Dak Prescott repeat what he did last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Is Brock Purdy really relevant to move on to the next level? One of these good teams is going to have to face the Bird Gang in the fighting city of Philadelphia next week for the right to enter Arizona. Who will it be? Will it be the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers? The spread, 49ers favored 3.5. Over under 46.5. Lone Wolf, take it away. Who you got?
Thank you very much. Dallas can't stop the run. San Francisco, on the other hand, has one of the best in the NFL. With Trent Williams and Brock Purdy have been playing phenomenal since CMC came to town. That running game, along with wheel routes. The offensive line is still shaky, even though Tyron Smith's not. You still got a back for Pollard can run the football, but it's going to be hard to run against the football against the top 10.
They are the #1 overall defense in every single statistical category.
Except one.
Except one.
Let's go here. San Francisco, let's review. They are #1 to their #1 defending total offense. The only thing is their pass yards. But as far as anything else goes, they're #2 in defending one and points allowed. There are basically #2 overs and turnovers. Excuse me. Dallas is ranked is top 10 in the pain. Is the running defense is putrid. They are top 5 points allowed, and they are also #1 takeaways. There's going to be a battle of defense right here. The way I see it is, Mr. Trevor Diggs with Debo going to have a date, and it's going to be hard for you to stop me anywhere. I look at the defense. That Prescott, that Buck defense rush on you. These motherfuckers will. So, without further ado, I say this. Here's my answer. I'm looking forward for that dream match in Philadelphia. I'm going with the Niners to win this game and take the spread. Score will be 27-20.
37-20? Oh, 27-20? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been contemplating about this one, especially after the way Dallas looked against Tampa. Now I know Tampa on paper, the defense is great, but it showed it doesn't matter what you are on paper, is what you put on the product, is the product you put on the field. And let's just be realistic. Tampa Bay's defense was not like they look. They're like their defense is like it's like a Snapchat filter. Look great, but when you take the filter off, it looks like shit. That's what I thought about it. So yeah, but Dakota proved something that might be a factor into this game, and which I think it should have been a factor within his entire career. He did run for a touchdown. And when he does run for touchdowns and throws for touchdowns, that's a hard offense to beat. Now, normally when you got a guy like Lamar Jackson who can run like crazy, yeah, that's going to be hard to do. But the difference is when you got a guy that can throw it deep down the field and use his legs, that's a double problem for any defense, no matter if you're the number one ranked defense or you're the last ranked defense. That's a big problem. If Dakota can use his legs today, on top of the fact that he doesn't make no crazy decisions, Dallas can win the game. Brock Purdy, on the other hand, as long as he stays consistent and stick to the plan, 49ers can win the game. To be honest with you, it's all about coaching. Coaching will tell us who will win this game. Which is why I'm going the other way. I got a funny feeling Mike McCarthy wants this just as bad as Kyle Shanahan does. Mike McCarthy's job is on the line right now. Let's be realistic. His job is on the line, and he needs this more than anybody else. And the fact that you got the blessing of Charles Haley on your side, who is not only was a 49er, he was also a Cowboy. But the fact that you got a blessing around him, and you probably have nothing but Cowboys Nation at the game, you'll probably have, again, and look at it, and see, look, white Ron Parkin. I see number Cowboy jersey on right now. Already see it, which means they're already ready to go. And I got a funny feeling. What they did last week ain't a fluke. They want this, and they want the Eagles. They want a rubber match, and I want them to get it. I'm going with the Cowboys. 23-20, and it's gonna come down to the leg. He ain't gonna fuck up twice. He fucked up one day. He ain't going for two. 23-20, the boys.
Somebody saying boo you. Somebody saying boo you. Oh Lord. Sister girl, what you got?
Yeah. Sorry, husband. No, sir. Will not do that today. Um, we're going with the Niner gang. Mr. Irrelevant will be relevant.
He's already relevant. Y'all stop calling him Mr. Irrelevant.
Um,
Respect that man.
yeah. Prize Picks won't even put his picture up. He's just a whole blank person.
That's all right. He'll be up there after next week. I'm calling. I'm gonna send a nice, strongly worded email today.
Not strong. Not strongly worded.
Yep, strongly worded email today.
um, Trent Williams and company they gonna do the job, and that's all that needs to be done. Isn't Dakota currently the most intercepted quarterback in the league right now?
Yes.
He's tied, but yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be his Achilles heel, or why they will win today is because he's gonna get picked at least twice.
Ooh.
Yep, twice.
Ooh.
And I have not been wrong with the picks in the last 2 weeks, just so you know.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Dak is not going to run on Bosa. Not today.
Okay.
He better not.
All right. We saw stranger. Look. In the words of a good show, stranger things have happened.
I'm gonna get ready to go take a nap listening to this blasphemy.
We had to listen to your blasphemy last week when it comes to the Cowboys and what ended up happening.
I was right. That's why I got my PhD at Lone Wolf University.
And when I'm right, I would like to have my bachelor's. But y'all don't. But see, this is the thing about y'all. See, y'all don't see the method of my madness of why I want them to win.
I see the madness of why you want them to win. I see my vision is this. These fans are getting they have in 26 years.
Exactly.
Last time was I was in middle school. I didn't, Chef, you was in middle school. You was learning your ABCs.
Absolutely.
And I think she was all the way up to middle school. Go ahead. You know what? She's gonna do.
Well, look.
Just go ahead. Hit by that.
Just go ahead and lay them. Go ahead and lay them out, Chef. Go ahead and lay them out. Go ahead. I already know where you going with this.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Well, look. Cowboy went ahead and beat up my boy Tom Brady last week. I ain't gonna lie, you know. They whooped his ass. But bang bang the Niner gang went ahead and put a number on the Seahawks in the second half. Now, last year, the Niners went up in Dallas, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I gonna remember this year because Debo played this year when they went up in the Cowboy Stadium. This was gonna happen when the Niners gonna be in their own trap house against the Cowboys.
I buy what I want to buy, nigga. We supply who buy. Right, walk in your trap and take over your trap. Walk in your trap and take over your trap.
The problem is Dallas is gonna try and do that, and unfortunately for them, they're gonna fail because the Bang Bang Niner gang is going to whoop the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, I can't. There is no way. There is no way I'm gonna put You see that defense that Niners got over there? You see that defense the Niners got over there?
I do.
Hey, okay, you go ahead and you stick to what you want to stick. But that there is, I'm not betting again. No. If the Dallas Cowboys beat the Niners, I will be tremendously shocked. Even though they had games that the Raiders went ahead and went all over the defense. This is playoffs. The Niners want to go back to the Super Bowl. And last time I checked, Dallas can't stop the run. So you mean to tell me if they can't stop the run, you're going to have them try and stop a zone run against Christian McCaffrey and Kittle and Debo and Ayuk and shit.
Oh,
Party?
I thought. Hold on, I'm going to on for you. There's a dark horse by the name of Juan.
Elijah Mitchell?
But see, this is why I kind of say this as well. Let's just be realistic. Has Brock Purdy really played a defense yet?
Yeah.
Which one? Don't say Tampa's. Please don't. I just showed you what Tampa's defense was. They're Snapchat filters. Don't say Tampa. And don't say Seattle either. Seattle's defense was ranked in the bottom of the pass. This is the first time Brock Purdy is going to have to see a guy by the name of number 11 from heaven. Let's be realistic. There's not really been anybody that put his hands really on Brock Purdy yet. And seriously, outside of playing Seattle on the road, by the way, on the road, Brock has not thrown a pick yet. He has not seen it. He hasn't thrown a pick yet. He has not thrown one.
He threw one.
When? Oh, against Seattle?
He threw one.
And he bounced. And look, and again, he hasn't played. And truth be told, he hasn't played a defense that got a pick that can get an offense 6. Seattle is, look, just because you've seen a team a few times, you should know how they are by now. Ask the Giants. Ask the Giants. The Giants saw the Eagles twice and thought that they could beat them a third time after you went and played against the fraudulent Minnesota team. The Eagles reminded you of who they are.
He played in Washington defense
with Glass.
We ain't talking about Glass. We talking about the defense.
You mentioned,
but you got to put both in perspective.
Mention about Brock Purdy. They play against the top 10 defense. They play in Washington. So what else?
But wasn't Chase Young wasn't playing that day, right?
Oh yes, he was.
But was he the Chase? Let's be honest. Was he the Chase Young that we know that he is?
Stop. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
On the field.
Oh yeah, it do. Yes, it do. For that team, yes, it does.
It does to me.
Yes, it does.
It don't matter. The fact that Chase Young was there. He was healthy. You off the injury report. You try and act like Brock Purdy ain't decent, man.
First of all, Brock Purdy is going to be the offensive rookie of the year. Let's get that covered. I never said he wasn't. I said he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year. But has he played a game in this kind of magnitude with this team against that team? Mind you, you even just brought this up. They had 14 seconds to not screw it up last year. You don't think that's in the back of their heads?
Mike McCarthy
you don't
still
think that
there.
embarrassment at home is an embarrassment? Is the back of their head saying we can't screw this up again?
Cowboy be cowboying.
Exactly.
Mike McCarthy is losing his job either way, just so you know.
I don't think so. If he beats the 49ers, I think his job is secured.
We didn't say he's gonna beat the 49ers anyway.
I do. I believe it because I want the look. And by the way, if I not heard this correctly yesterday, didn't y'all say there's going to be one game that's going to screw it up? Here's your one. Y'all thought it was going to be y'all thought it was going to be yesterday. Here's your one today. Here's your one. Because, babe, didn't you say there's going to be one screw up game today? Y'all said this whole weekend there's going to be one screw up.
Well,
Here's your screw up.
Well, that's why she said. That's why she said Bengals.
Nah, that's not a screw up. Screw up for the Bengals is not that. We just played the equally match. You want to screw up? Cowboys screw it up for me. Because then you're gonna really get the ultimate defeat next week. The ultimate embarrassment next week.
See, let me inform you about. I don't understand why you came to my university was talking that nonsense in my facility. You realize that Cal has not been pretty, right? They have not been the same since Travis Frederick retired. Have not been in that same offensive line that they were years ago when Zeke was 1,000 yards rushing.
And y'all trust Kyle Shanahan in the playoffs?
Well, so far he looks pretty good in the playoffs right now, don't he?
Get these bets. The Kyle Shanahan took the
Yeah, he took it to the Super Bowl and lost.
Okay.
Then he wasn't he with the Falcons and got the most embarrassing Super Bowl loss ever?
This was OC. We're talking about as a head coach.
That's even worse because last time I checked, you called plays.
Hold on a second. When was the last time Mike McCarthy went to the Super Bowl?
In what? In 2011. And by the way, didn't he beat the best defense in the league? Yeah.
Okay then. Now fast forward.
Isn't this the best defense? Didn't you just say statistically this is the best defense? Doesn't Dan Quinn know Kyle Shanahan more than anybody?
Does Dan Quinn know how to blow leads?
So does Kyle Shanahan. So which one do you want worse?
Hold on. At the time they blow leads, who was the head coach? Was it Quinn?
It was Dan Quinn.
Okay then.
That's why I say they both know each other. Which one's gonna blow it the worst?
Okay. When you're the head coach, you are in charge of everything. So
I agree.
Guess what? See, it has not been back to the Super Bowl. The furthest seed championship.
Yeah, and then didn't Kyle Shanahan blow a 20-10 lead against the Chiefs?
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying. Okay. You want to talk about blown leads? Both of them blow leads in Super Bowls. We're evenly matched. So either way, they both got to get rid of this demon.
Not even close because you talking about blowing a 10-point lead compared to a 25.
But he had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. He let Mahomes go off in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So what happens? Both of them blow leads and both of them blown Super Bowls. They're both equally matched.
And you believe over the 49ers offense with Brock Purdy.
For one day? Absolutely. For one day. We ain't talking about the playoffs. We're talking about for one day.
Oh, my God.
For one day, for 3 hours, I will take that Prescott over Brock Purdy. For one day.
My God.
For one day.
Oh, my God. Hold on a second. You take that Prescott, was he has a sub-500 playoff record.
Over a guy who just had his first playoff win. And mind you, didn't all four of us outside of Ashley, didn't all four of us agree that Tom Brady will be the better quarterback than Dak Prescott last week? Yep. And what happened? Dak Prescott was the better quarterback than Tom Brady last week. So why can't he be the better quarterback again against Brock Purdy?
Really?
Yes, really.
Really?
We all agreed to Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Thou shalt not bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. And what happened? He got sent home with his kids.
So
Don't try to
hold
give me
on.
that look talking about, oh my God,
Bro,
oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Yes, for one
yeah.
day, I can bet that Dak Prescott can be better than Brock Purdy.
Okay, so hold on. So here's my question to you.
Which
I
one?
noticed Ashley you've been very quiet because you're just letting them argue, ain't you? Here's my question. My question to the two of y'all. All right, I'm gonna give it to you first, Rob. Now let's look at a resume for the last 7 games. Right? Look at Purdy last couple games that he played. Who got a better resume this year?
Now, you hold on. You said for this year, or are we just going strictly the last 7 games?
Last 7 games.
Well, the last 7 games are going to go to Purdy.
Okay. So now we said all this season that whatever you to do, it's kind of be a trend. So what has Dak Prescott trend been besides last week?
Turnovers.
Okay. Now we all just said, right, that Tampa Bay ain't a good defense, right?
Nope.
So
No.
So in response to what Lone Wolf trying to tell you, you mean to say that you're gonna trust Dak Prescott on the road against top 2 defense?
Ain't nobody put no stock and faith in them last week except for one person. So why can't I? Y'all almost crucified Ashley for picking them over Tom Brady.
Well,
and what does she got right now? What you got, babe?
I got my doctorate.
All right then. So and y'all bow down and y'all shut the fuck up when she won. So when it goes back the other way and come back to this side of the house, come Monday when we come back on, I want you off. I want you off. I want you off. I want her on. I want me on for about a good 5 minutes.
Wow.
And as you thought you ate humble pie when you see the champ name on there, I want you to keep eating more humble pie when the Cowboys shock the world again, because anybody thought they can do it the first time. But when they do it a second time, and when they shock the world again, as you see what I'm doing right now, do not be surprised, especially you, Trey. I know who this is. There's only one person that talk about the 49ers like this, Trey. You know I got nothing but love for you and your brother. Y'all ain't nothing but family to me. But do not be surprised today at 9 o'clock if I come back on here and you might hear that one song that you can't stand to hear. Because when Monday, when I'm off, and they win,
Hey. Go secure the bag. Go secure the bag. Bye.
just know this ain't gonna be a day for y'all. Because the math is coming on Monday.
y'all see this?
For one day, I can roll with them.
Shit. What you mean?
Y'all said the same thing to Asher last year. Y'all said the same thing to Asher last week. Y'all said shit, and so did I. I said the same thing, and she ended up being right.
I just say you better include yourself.
That's fine. I can be the one by my lonesome. She was alone, and she ended up on top. Why can't I?
Give him the
I'm
pregnant
letting
wolf.
you know.
Give him the pregnant wolf. Give him the pregnant wolf. That one.
Give me whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, there he left. Good. He going to secure the bag. I need him to go do that. Get up.
Oh yeah. Oh no no. Oh
Oh,
oh
that
no. He get.
a little longer. That a little longer.
Oh, I
Okay,
haven't stopped
okay.
it. He get the extension.
He just
He
gave
get
a whole 10 minutes soliloquy. Jesus Christ.
and we give him a pregnancy lone wolf on his behalf because I don't see any. I do not see this. Like I'm gonna tell you
I
right
didn't
now.
go that I didn't go that hard on the Cowboys. I just had a hunch and a feeling. And I told you why I had the feeling. And my feeling, I feel like I backed it up with some decent evidence. His,
So
his is just a hunch.
this one you just going off a football gut.
Yeah, he's going off a football gut. I backed mine up with Tom Brady was not playing well. Tom Brady had age on his side. Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Those were the things that I was basing my personal opinion on, was those factors, and that the speed of Jacksonville would prevail.
Mm.
So, and those were facts. He's just basing this off a hunch, and there's nothing wrong with that, though. I will say that, but we will see.
Um. Well, I am yet to find out what gonna happen in this the day because I said it might be a upset somewhere, and I have a feeling today gonna probably be the upset. I think we're gonna be wrong somewhere. I won't be surprised that we will be wrong somewhere. But
But we talked about that. We've been saying that there was going to be one game. We just didn't know which one would be a
oh
problem.
I smell it. It could be today for real
It's
for
got to
real.
be.
Or it's today or it's
But I
today.
really, like I said, I really don't think Kansas City is going to make it to the ship.
You don't think they go in Arizona?
I don't think so. And let me tell you why. I don't believe they're going to make it to Arizona because I feel that Patrick Mahomes' injury, they're doing an MRI today. If they don't speak about the results of that MRI on Monday, he hurt worse than we think he is. And they trying to figure out how they're going to break it to the sports world because it's going to mess up Vegas horribly. They know that. They know that. So in order to protect ticket sales and all that, how do you articulate his injury not being as bad as it really is? You delay. You delay and deny.
Well, I'll say this. We need to see who the matchup gonna be first. Because I think that will have huge ramifications. If it's against the Bengals know how to beat Mahomes.
And that's why I selected the Bengals. It wasn't mine was just, yes, we know, but there was lots of things that I'm basing my opinion on with the Bengals, with me thinking that they're going to win. Again, more facts. We know that Josh Allen likes to throw picks. Okay? And I'm telling you, if Josh Allen opens up the hole today and throws one pick, that pick will be a pick six. And it's going to be a problem. It's going to shift the momentum. That is my opinion. The Bengals are gritty, and we've said, and like Lone Wolf, my mentor Lone Wolf up there has called it, him Home Alone Joe is going to pull out all the Home Alone trickery today. I have a feeling that, as much as the Bills want to win this, let's be real, they've got something bigger to work for. They've got a national platform, and now they can put out other stuff. They need to go back and go work on DeMar. But they're not going to win this for DeMar. I just don't see it for them. Not this year. They still got some polishing to do. Let's be real. Where has Diggs been? Quiet. He's supposed to be an instrumental piece of this, and like he's been a distraction, but it's not a big enough distraction, in my opinion. And y'all know I've been rooting for the Bills this whole time, and I don't like rooting for Cincy because they're in my division. But when the writing's on the wall for me, I'm gonna just speak the truth. You know that. I damn sure ain't want to say nothing about the Cowboys winning, right? But
No, not really.
But remember how much did it pain me to say that? And I even said, bruh, I love you, but please forgive me because I'm about to offend the hell out of you. But it's the nature of this beast. We know there's going to be one monkey wrench, and I want to see which one is going to be.
I tell you, the Bengals is praying to go to take that neutral site bullshit out because there already been over 50,000 people buy tickets to that game.
Right, they just get their money back. But the unfortunate part is, what about the airline tickets and all of that? But speaking of airline tickets, we need to lock it in, bruh. We need to lock it in. Time to lock it in. Do you smell it? Do you feel it yet?
No, because I want to see wait.
Hey,
what's up?
I'm saying this. When the Cowboys hear this song, this man's coming out. Here it is. He's coming.
Oh, the pain? Oh, the pain? Hey, look. Today, I'm not going to be surprised about no events that occur in my face. All I know, next week, gonna be real interesting. But which one is the most interesting game y'all watching today before we get out of here?
I'm going to have to say again, the Cincy Bills game is going to be the most interesting game. And that's because this is the game. There's going to be a lot of emotion on both sides. I'm going to also say this, and this is something that y'all mentioned earlier, but I wasn't up. As y'all see, I'm feeling a little bit better. I gave myself a shot, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But I just hope that, and this is my fear. This is my only fear with the Bengals, is that they're going to have some apprehension about hitting. Have you noticed that they're not hitting as hard? They're not going as hard. They're scared. They're scared that another incident like DeMar could happen again. And I'm hoping that they don't feel that deja vu presence in the process of them playing today. And I damn sure hope like they're not repeating plays again. Because if they do that, it's going to be like a deja vu to these players because they've ran this game through their heads, I guarantee you, 100 times. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about what they all could have done different. And let's just be frank. There's not much that anybody could have done different. Even we keep talking about T. Higgins not being as much of a, for a lack of better words, relevant factor in the last few weeks because T. Higgins is mentally dealing with something. And not to be funny, as much as he wanted to play, I really felt like they should have sat Higgins down for a week to make sure that he was completely mentally stable to play. Because let's be frank, you know what I'm saying? How do you think it feels? Because this is the mentality most people would have gotten. My hit almost killed a man on the field for a game, for a profession, for something that I love so much that I just enjoy doing. I have a passion for this. There's something I have a passion for. It's something so innocent. Because of millimeters, I almost killed somebody. How much passion can you have for a game when you almost kill somebody? And not on purpose. We're not saying he did it on purpose. But you see what I'm saying? The mental, we know this game is like not is we'll say 80-20. 20, we'll say 75-25. 25% is all strategy and putting it together. But 75% of this game is mental. And being able to read and being able to have the technique and knowing the technicality. And then above all of that, being in the 25% is being able to execute with quality. So I think that there's going to be so much coverage on this that I'm telling you, I bet you the game will be off the charts because second of all, people are going to just want to see the game to see if DeMar Hamlin's going to be there. And he is. He's going to be there. He's going to be there. And if they haven't done anything, I hope the NFL takes the opportunity. And I hope, and the Bills have already been doing it, doing the import. Let's speak on some, and I know this is a little off topic, Chef, but please just rock with me on this.
Go ahead.
But like the awareness of heart health and the awareness of how to do CPR, or even if you're not professionally certified in doing CPR, go online and look on YouTube and knowing that chest compressions can save your life. You don't even have to do the rescue breathing. Chest compressions can save somebody's life. And thinking, let's give all the credit to that athletic trainer who had the wherewithal and the know-how within 90 seconds to start chest compressions on DeMar Hamlin to save his life. I think that for the, 48 hour that these guys will be playing in these 60 minutes, they're all going to be replaying and replaying and replaying. And when the clock hits the time that he dropped on that field, they're going to still play and say, there's going to be a lot of emotion on both sides. And so may the best team win, but I hope that the NFL takes the time to shed light and awareness on the importance of how the NFL staff and the trainers save lives in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Lone Wolf, I'm sorry to take it left, but I think this is
No. I agree with you. Yeah. It must be
a
addressed,
full circle
man.
moment. If they need to use this opportunity on this national platform to bring awareness, because a lot of people don't even know simple stuff about chest compressions and if you choke and throw yourself over a chair to do the Heimlich and stuff like that. That's important to know during these times, especially since there is 100% chance every year that you will be injured in the sport of football. Every year, 100% chance you are guaranteed to absorb some sort of injury. So since this is a known fact, why not take the moment to educate your fans on the intel and the insight? And I think that's what DeMar Hamlin is going to use his platform for, and the Buffalo Bills. But more importantly, if the NFL had any wits about them, with all the scandal going on in the NFL, they would shed more light on that too.
I guess you're agreeing. What game you're looking forward to, my brother? Same.
And I'm sorry to be super long-winded.
No. That's fine. I ain't gonna get mad about that because I don't think a lot of people was aware of how important that is because everybody expected, everybody, I guess, in the back of their mind thought that a situation like that would happen in a game, but nobody thought that it would actually happen for real. So it was a blessing to see that the medical staff was prepared and they knew exactly what to do and not panic. So having awareness to be able to learn how to do CPR, I think that's something they need to put on the forefront too, for real. That game, yes, I am looking forward to because nobody didn't know how it went, how it was gonna go the first time. But good thing we get to see it this time, but for a whole lot more. The next game, of course, is going to be very interesting because there's storylines in it too and history within it.
Mm-hmm.
But because what happened this just recently passed, I think that's gonna be the most critical game everybody gonna watch. But we gotta get out of here because I gotta be on the road. I gotta watch some football. So y'all, until tomorrow, we gonna have to talk about this. Talk about what we saw today. Till
And I have
then,
one more thing, Chef. Did you see the breaking on Dan Quinn?
got a job offer, didn't he?
He's going to tour the facility. So we got another distraction. So that could be a problem for the Cowboys. That's on his mind. He's going to go. He's been offered to come tour the facility in an in-person interview at the Cardinals. Distractions are not good for coaches. That's all I'm going to say.
About Dan Quinn. I don't give a fuck about the Cowboys. This is the same Dan Quinn that blows leads. So, fuck him.
Sending this one out to my city and my team. Get that ring.
I said at the end of today, we only going to have 4.
It's the MVP.
Final 4.
We here. This is what y'all been waiting.
Who we gonna have in the final 4? Who's gonna be in the pit of misery? We shall find out soon enough. But until then, this is Chefrazzi. This is the Lone Wolf. And this is Mistress Lone Wolf PhD. We shall see you on the aftermath. Peace out.